Hey, Big Dave, the Middle Edge Gamer here with another episode of Fallout London, Hares and Piggies, episode 201. And we're still going strong. We still have plenty of things to explore. Okay, maybe not that many things to explore. 3 things to explore before we push toward the main quest again. So with that, I got some channel notes I need to go over with you guys real quick, and that's going to be this, since we're going to be splitting off into 3 possible endings. I'm going to be putting up a poll after this episode finishes recording, so it'll be going strong by the time you see this video. And that is going to be which ending y'all want me to take. I'm going to be doing all 3 endings. Rest assured, want to get those done before the final DLC comes out, which will give us a 4th ending. But also, I kind of want to get my ducks in a row as much as I can before the next DLC comes out, Last Calls, which should be, honestly, any day now. So with that, there's going to be a poll. Who you want me to see first? And I'll save that poll for myself, and I'll run it in the order of popularity. So whoever wins will get to be seen first. Yes, that will also include Camelot again. I kind of had to breeze through it the first time around on my take 2 because of time constraints. Those time constraints being the release of version 1.03 and Rabbit and Pork, because that update required a new save. Which meant, well, Hares and Piggies. So, I mean, out from the ashes of the old comes the new, obviously. But since Last Calls and hopefully the last DLC are not going to require a new save, you can do it right through mid-save, which is great. So, yeah, kind of getting my ducks all up in a row with this. And when Last Calls comes out, if I'm in the middle of an ending, I will finish the ending, and then when I go back to do another ending, we'll go through Last Calls first, and then go through the other endings, as that may be. Okay, so with all that out of the way, and I'm sure you've heard me blab enough for now. We've got like 3 museums, 2 museums and a park left to hit. We're at King Hares, in case you didn't notice. So we're gonna head west. And we're going to head towards the Victoria and Albert Museum, which we're right nearby. It's part of Museum Row. We'll see if it lets us in. Okay, there it is. And there it not is. Okay, we're going to have to start crouching because there's going to be some crazy robots around here. So we are near the Science Museum. I'm sure you all know that by now. At Museum Row, we got some crazy-ass Protectrons who think they're hot shit. Well, they're only right. Half right. They're only shit. Okay, that's a level. Gotta love when that happens. So we're going to go with the first point in armor. And we're only going to take enough so we can get both shadowed and muffled for all of our gear. Stealth Uber Alice. Okay, so we're going to turn down this way, it looks like. Oh, wait, no, that's the Science Museum. Oh, screw you for startling me like that. Gods, I love this gun. Sucks when you have an intermingling of hostiles and non-hostiles. But when you don't, this thing does not have much competition. Okay, so how the fuck do we get there? You know what? I guess that's part of the charm of this episode. We have to figure that out. But you know what? Let's see if there's another way to get into the Albert Museum. Why did I grab that? Probably because at this point I've been trained to condition I've been conditioned to think that the top thing in anything in a trash can is going to be tickets, not crap. Hey, a Dalek. Nothing in the Dalek. Tommy's. Tea and crumpets. Okay. So, only one way in to that museum, and that ain't it. The only way in is out of order, which I find rather fascinating, don't you? Okay, we're going to go back to crouching again, mostly because I don't think we're at a crazy robot row yet. Burnt book. There's some tickets. Okay. I know for Camelot we end up going back around here somewhere for some shenanigans. Some more Tommies there. Let's put my gun away. Okay. We're at a crazy robot row. We're just in normal robot row. Royal Albert Hall. Boing. Let's explore the Royal Albert Hall. And with the knowledge now that we don't have to explore the Albert Museum because it's closed off, I'm getting a bad feeling that we may be flying through this and I may be pushing through the main storyline faster than I realized originally. Just warning y'all now. Hey, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Okay, concession stand. Restricted area. Not enough pound coins. I can grab the Nuka-Colas. That's cool. That probably shouldn't be the case, but here we are. Okay. You know, I've never been to England before. I've never actually been out of the States before. That's pretty sad. But interrogation and interregnum debate night. Not much here, is there? Honestly, don't know what I was expecting, but this is unlocked elsewhere. 5 will get you 10. You gotta be back here in the Angel Quest line. That's my guess. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Well, that was fun. That door is inaccessible. Alright, so yeah, we're definitely done. Let's get out of here. Okay. Back outside of
Wait! Please don't go just yet. I've been waiting for someone like you.
What?
I understand this might sound rather dramatic, but you are my only hope.
Who are you?
Me? My name is Alsop, Clive Alsop, and I'm a composer. I dabble in a genre many call classical music, though I prefer more accurate terms like poetic or profoundly life-changing. Ever since I was a child, I've dreamed of performing my compositions to those noble tastemakers at the BBM. As they say, if you can make it at the BBM, you can make it anywhere.
I know that's supposed to be a spoof on the BBC, but BBM, I can't help but think British Bowel Movement. What's your music sound like?
I can't really hum it for you, but trust me, it's perfect for the BBM. You see, me and my orchestra, we came here in the hopes of spotting a BBM producer and handing them our tape. So far, we've been here for weeks and have had no such luck. But the time for action is nigh, the denouement, as it were. And once I saw you, I knew you were the perfect person for the job. Someone who can help us get into the BBM and gently force them to listen to our tape.
And let's do it.
Fantastic! Me and my orchestra shall accompany you into the BBM building. Now, I've heard from reputable personal sources that the BBM is heavily guarded by robotic security. So let's try to keep all violence to a strictly non-human basis.
The fuck did I just get myself into? Alright, where am I going? Of course, the broadcasting house. Been there, didn't see much. Alright. Oh shit.
Educated for this? Forget it.
I live in fear knowing that people can reproduce.
I live in fear knowing you people can reproduce.
Well, considering most of the robots were inactive, this was absolutely insane.
In hurry? An important meeting, perhaps? Huh, I think not.
Okay, the lift is not functioning, and we need to go upstairs. It's okay, we kind of been around here, so we know a little bit, but there's somebody here finally.
I'm thinking of composing a new piece, The Wayfarer's Opera.
Huzzah! We did it! What did we do again?
Other than destroy public property, not much. Imbeciles doing.
Hello, whoever you are. I'm Clive Alsop. I'm a composer, and I want you all to listen to my tape.
Wait, is that what this is about? A bloody demo tape? Good God.
It's more than just a demo tape. It's my future, miss. Who are you again?
Patel Rainer, station manager. I'm the one who turned off those robots before they ripped you apart. Do you know how long it'll take me to fix them?
I apologize, Miss Rainer, but you have to understand. I did this because I live for classical music. Please give us a chance.
It's been so long since we've had any fans. No, fine. Come inside. And stop hitting things.
So, you're this Alsop sword, eh? Funny. You don't look depressed enough to be a composer.
I'm Clive Alsop, the mastermind behind this entire affair. Could I please speak to Mr. Fort Worth?
Before you get all hyper, mate, there's something you should know. Bradley Fort Worth, he doesn't really exist.
I beg your pardon?
Well, at least not like you and me. See the giant machine behind me? That's Bradley Fort Worth. He's a living, breathing computer. Always has been. We can't tell him what to play because he has a mind of his own. Heck, we don't even know how to turn him off. Lost the manual a couple years back.
So, does this mean all of this was for nothing?
Not exactly. I can still play your tape for him, but at the end of the day, he's the boss. I just push some buttons.
What a conundrum.
What?
Do you have a problem with computers?
My problem isn't to do with the revelation, and more to do with, well, you see, during our fight with the robots, I tried to perform a strategic maneuver, most commonly known as a rush attack. And while performing said maneuver, I slipped and fell right upon my side. Luckily, something in my pocket softened my fall. Unluckily, that something was the demo tape.
Oh, God's for... Please tell me you have a backup.
Not on me, no. Thankfully, I do know where we can find a copy of the tape. Months ago, I sent one to Empire Records in the hopes of obtaining a record deal. In fact, their complete lack of a response is what spurred me to come here to the BBM.
I guess I know where we're
I want
going.
you to go to their store in Lewisham and recover my tape.
God,
They
Lewisham.
never replied to my many letters requesting the tape be returned, so they've either gone out of business or they're ignoring me out of spite. Either way, the tape is there.
How do you feel about the BBM being led by a robot?
I'm not sure how I feel, other than blindsided. In retrospect, I should have known there was something strange going on in this hallowed institution. My family has been listening to Bradley for 3 generations. People don't live that long nowadays.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck!
Well, now we're going all the way to frickin' Lewisham.
Welcome back to the BBM, friend.
And... Well... Oh, no, wait. We've been up here. It was just that was... Yeah. Alright, so let's get out of here. Before we go to Lewisham, we're going to do something else. We're going to go hit up Hyde Park real quick, so we don't have to come back and do that. Okay, back at Royal Albert Hall. And we got another blast wall exit here. And what the hell's down? Oh, wait, that's south, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Alright, the only thing left to explore. So much for that. Well, I mean, I guess technically we still have to explore it. Okay, that works. Legendaries still get a little cantankerous. What we got here? A bolstered light combat left arm. Grants increasing damage and energy resistance to lower your health. But when they're not hostile, they're actually kind of cute. Okay, so the park is basically separate. Whoa! Didn't expect that to happen. Okay, new wrinkle. Hostile drifters. And this is interesting. Hyde Park has turned into a bit of a commune. And they're probably hostile because of the way the gentry looking down at them. Ooh, a DIY. You collected an issue of DIY, the Householder's Handbook. You are now able to build potted plant... Oh, whoop-dee-doob. We'll take the pot of tea, though. You're not very bright, are you? Those do sell, remember. At their weight, they actually sell pretty well. So, yeah, totally not expecting this. Wait, is there a blast exit over some water? Well, one thing we've learned, do not, under any circumstances, swim in the water. Hey, little bunny. Alright, this is the back end into the tournament grounds, which we cannot do. So, we have finished exploring the rest of Westminster. Alright, so let's bounce. Okay, so we're back at the Tennis Museum, because I need to take care of a few things first before we go and do this. Probably should have gone to London Bridge. Oh well. I made my decision. So we're going to do a little bit of inventory control. But the main reason I'm here... I do not want to leave a cigarette here. That's what I meant to do. The main reason I'm here, actually, is to tinker with my gear and to set up a new settler that just wandered in. Scroll bits. Metal leaves. Dog meat. Radstag meat. We just picked that up. Bug fruit. Pear. Okay, dirty water, purified water, skimmed milk, Nuka-Colas, alright, that'll do for now. Alright, so since we got that point in armor, let's tinker. Start with the chess piece. Here we've got... Okay, can't do anything there. Fine. Whoa. What? Okay, so shit's kind of wiggy here. Fine. So if I'm not doing that... The only reason I'm here now is to find that other settler and get him set up and then queue up the next one after that. Time check is 1:39 in the morning. Which means everybody probably should be asleep. Or getting close to it. Ah, there you are. Good timing. Okay, so we'll have somebody managing these blueberries here. So once that gets to 24, we'll then look to explore further. We got some apple trees here. Straub and Poxbulb. Actually, there is one thing I kind of do want to do. That's a little far. Okay. That's again a little far. Okay, that kind of works. Alright, let's see what else we can... that we're kind of needing more of. Maybe more apples again? By that logic, cheeseweed could be up there too. Don't quite have enough nettle leaves. 6, 3.2.6, 3.9, no. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll go with cheeseweed. Okay, so we'll need 12 of these. Whoa, okay, hold up. Did we just get a quick change in things? Yeah, I think we just did. Which means things just said it. Things just kicked in. Okay. Do I want to do blueberries again? Yeah, I think we'll do more blueberries. So we got a blueberry field. We'll just add more to it. And we got a new settler anyway, so we're going to be doing this again. But if he just showed up, it's going to take a while before he gets here, so I'll come back another time for that. That's not why I originally came here. We'll go to London Bridge. I got more shit to drop off, and we'll actually work on my armor. Okay. Back at base. Okay, drop the flamer, the TNT, the frag grenade, the tennis racket. Don't need any of that. Okay. Bolstered left arm could help any potential future companions brought on by DLC or fifth column. Don't need that many more effects. Everything else on this page is fine. I don't need this much alcohol. Alright, that actually dropped the load a fair bit. Don't need the teas if I got this many pots of tea. Okay, that's just a tablespoon. Got a couple magazines to drop off. But I don't care about that much right now. Alright, let's tinker with the armor. Okay. Okay, I can expand from padded to asbestos lined. Improved energy resistance and grants afterburn immunity. Actually, I'm just going to switch to a lighter build. So we're going to need to put at least one more point into that. Alright, let's take a... Okay, we can weave the Road Fury outfit. Which isn't nearly as good as the Road Fatigues, which I'm currently wearing. Fine. Can't do anything with the backpack. Well, I mean, nothing useful, at least. Okay, we can tinker with the grog neck top. Alright. Let's go Ballistic Weave Mark II. Okay, combat left arm. Don't have the know-how to turn it heavy. Okay, can't go beyond that. Alright, what do we have? Braced. Reduces additional melee damage while blocking. Brawling improves unarmed damage. And Strengthened reduces limb damage. Stick with lighter. Combat left leg. Probably going to be more of the same. Yeah, cushioned. Reduces fall damage and strengthened. Let's stick with lighter. Leather right arm. Already heavy. Not done with anything. So, alright, can't go any further than boiled for now. And lighter build at least. And yeah, it's the same otherwise. We'll stick with that. Leather right leg, also heavy. And that's not going to get any better. And, oh, forgot to mess with... Okay, Ballistic Weave 2. And... we could go lighter. Okay, we're going to ultimately want ultra light for this. For the AP bonus. But not much in the way of... But there's no muffled with body parts, with chest pieces, I guess. That's fine. And all the lighter build does is reduce weight. Does nothing for inventory, so... we'll stick with padded. Just to protect from random acts of explosions. Hold on, any mods? Yeah. But otherwise, nothing I want to keep, so... we'll sell stuff off real quick. Because there's going to be a lot of shit we're going to be picking up when we get into...
Running low on supplies. Here's what we have on hand.
When we get into Lewisham, because Lewisham is just non-stop holy territory. Okay, maybe not as much grab sellables as I thought. That'll do. What does that put us down to? 133 of 420. I can manage that. Alright, to Lewisham we go. We're going to trashed shops. So the nearest spot from that will be the Bishop's Toe.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Right off the bat. Okay, wow. I told you it was going to be a mob. Alright, so... yeah, we'll down that real quick. Pop a cigarette for more XP. And pop an ice cold ion brew. And a teaser. And that should have us right as rain.
My leg.
God, hurry up with the fucking reloads. Wow.
Just getting started.
And there's another idiot above me.
Lucky hit.
Okay, I don't have a grenade queued up. Well, I do now. Oh, that didn't work.
Hands off the merchandise.
Well, that was fun. We got bits everywhere, y'all. Well, a successful fight means we save. And that was an awful lot of fighting. Alright, so need a little bit of a top off here. And the teasers will do just fine. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, we found Plant Agents Florists. Let's go inside. Okay, inside Plant Agents Florists. Let's grab some shit. Literally. You know, I was halfway expecting some dryads in here and some bug fruit. For once, I can actually honestly say I'm glad to be disappointed. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. Yep, there we go. Told ya. Rubbish fiend? Yeah, I'll take that. Beet plant. If this could potentially mean more of a variety of shit to plant, then I'm not going to complain. Especially if I get enough to plant. Alright, back upstairs, and this time let's try to avoid any holes in the floor. We got a tree growing right through the floor. Ladybird. Lady Schmutz. Root vegetable soup and envelope. Poleaxe board game. Retro clock replica. Well, a better for all y'all survival players. And a tea station. Alright, well, that was cute. That was fun. Let's get out of here, back to where we need to be. Okay, back outside, Plant Agent Florist. Look at the map real quick. Okay, there's an East Mall and a Booth's Pharmacy all right nearby. Aha. New Crossgate Retail Park. Is that it? Alright, East Mall. There we go. Alright, East Mall, New Crossgate Retail Park, whatever you want to call it. We're here. Let's go inside. Warning! Famished! Oh, I hear them. But at this point, famished shouldn't really scare us anymore. Alright. Successful fight means we save. Where the hell is this going? Oh no, rad roaches! We're gonna save because I think there's legendary famished. Let's not screw around. Violet long musket rifle. Plus 25% damage and limb damage, but more recoil. Okay, did we just go around in a circle? Yes, yes we did. We got one in the bathrooms. Oh. Another legendary. Blazing fencing sword. 25% chance to deal 50 fire damage on a successful block. And a very dead radroach. Beyond the Sea by Glenn Hollins. Yeah, the only way in here was through the bathrooms. Interesting. And no, I'm being serious here. That's the first time I've seen anything like that. Okay. Hey, pup. Vanished. Whoever set that up, nice try. Wait, what? I just went around in another circle, didn't I? Huh. So apparently I was wrong on the only one way around that. So I guess we're done here. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Nope, never mind. Comes out of a falls on building. Looks like the hooligans were having some fun here, and then the famish took in. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, back outside the East Mall. It's nighttime now, so it's nice and cool. So it's going to be even better for me to sneak around in. Missile and photon agitator. Looks like once upon a time this was a bit of a settlement. Okay, that's Booth's Pharmacy. Mighty Angel Bow. 25% more damage. Good for a sniper build. Not this build. Alright, let's go into Booth's Pharmacy. I know this video is running long, but I just don't want to have to go back through here because every time I fast travel out and fast travel back, everything resets. Fuck that. Okay, inside Booth's Pharmacy. A great chance to pick up on some foodstuffs, I guess. Stale crackers. Yes, that's a building material. Still think it's funny. That's a Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola there. Radaway. Okay. Lidless tin. Don't care about the IV bag. Okay, can't get in there. Come on, Pooch. Fucking ladybirds. I missed and still killed it. Ministry of National Health! Permanently inflict plus 2% limb damage. Okay, was not expecting bloaties. Stimmer, Radaway, Radex, Radex. Hey, we got some teasers back. Well, a teaser back. Another Stimmer, Clarity Classic, and I cannot reach the bloaties back there. Fine. Alright, so that's it for here. And And back out once again. Okay, back out in the main part of Lewisham. Look at the map real quick. Alright, and that will just about have most of Lewisham explored, except for a couple of odd spots. Oh. Probably should have looked at the roadways. Alright, hoping we can connect around this way. Avoid the large body of water. And yes, this actually did work. Idiots. Trash shops. Here we are. Last stop on the Lewisham tour. Based solely out of need. Alright, riot police left leg. Medium strength assassins. That's good for a companion. Alright, inside the trash shops. Okay, inside the trash shops, and let's say it's like right there, but it's not quite right there. Okay. So for one of those, it's right there. It is really not right there. That works. Little buddy just went in to check on his friends, and, well, I'm sure he didn't like what he saw. Do we have a working compy here? Alright, let's take a look at the working copy. Business Empire Records. Business strategy. Attention all staff. As you're aware, Empire Records has been facing significant challenges lately, particularly with the crackdown on unauthorized music distribution by the BBM. In light of these circumstances, I urge everyone to remain vigilant and cautious in our operations. We must continue to prioritize our customers' experience while also exploring innovative ways to adapt to the changing landscape. Our recent success in acquiring pirate radio music for the store has been promising, but we must exercise discretion to avoid drawing unwanted attention. Let's focus on fostering a strong community presence and providing exceptional service to those our loyal patrons. Together we can navigate these turbulent times and ensure Empire Records remains a cornerstone of the Lewisham music scene. Management. BBM warning. Attention all staff. It has come to our attention that Empire Records is under scrutiny by the BBM for suspected involvement in the distribution of unauthorized music. We must take this warning seriously and exercise caution in all our activities. The BBM has increased surveillance in the area, and any further infractions could result in severe consequences, including fines and closure of the establishment. It is imperative that we comply with all regulations and avoid any actions that could jeopardize our business. I urge everyone to report any suspicious activity immediately and adhere to company policies at all times. Let's work together to protect Empire Records and preserve our reputation within the community. Management. Community support. Attention all staff. Despite the recent challenges we faced, I'm proud to announce that Empire Records has received an outpouring of support from the Lewisham community. Our customers have rallied behind us, recognizing the value we bring to the borough. In response to the BBM's warnings, we've taken proactive measures to ensure compliance while still providing a platform for local artists and independent musicians. Our efforts to showcase unique and underground music have not gone unnoticed, and it's heartening to see the community stand by us during these uncertain times. Let's continue to uphold the spirit of Empire Records and remain steadfast in our commitment to music and community. Together, we will overcome any obstacles that come our way and emerge stronger than ever. Fuck the BBM management. Well, I don't think it takes a genius to figure out what the hell happened here. Alright. Bluebell is dead. Hope that wasn't me. Although the dead ferals, I think, have more to do with it. And a dead glowing one. Okay, Rafe. There it is, Clive's song. Note from Clive Alsop. Dear Empire Records, I hope this note finds you well. My name is Clive Alsop, and I am writing to inquire about the possibility of having my music sold at your store. I'm an aspiring musician with a penchant for crafting melodies that embody elegance and sophistication. My compositions exude a certain refinement that I believe would resonate well with your discerning audience. As a fellow aficionado of fine music, I understand the importance of curating a playlist that captivates listeners and elevates their auditory experience. I am confident that my musical offerings would complement your station's repertoire and add a touch of class to your programming. I'm eager to share my artistry with your audience and contribute to the cultural tapestry of your esteemed establishment. Thank you for considering my request. I eagerly await your response to the possibility of collaboration. Warm regards, Clive Alsop. Well, it got through the front door, and that's about it. Because the place got absolutely shredded by baddies. And yeah, they were trying to... Yeah, they tried. But it, in the end, didn't work. It's a shame. Looks like they were fans of the Mend. Okay, so that's that. And I think with that, I think we're going to leave it here. I've got enough crap. I got to sort through it all, do all sorts of that silly stuff off camera. Next episode, we will return the tape back to Clive at the BBM. I'm guessing the BBM actually stands for, in this case, British Broadcast Ministry. I get it. But nonetheless, we are where we are. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in. And to help this channel grow, don't mind the dog. This has been Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Fallout London, Hares, and Piggies. I'll see you all next time.